Here we go. Who you focus on? You focus on the wrong one. You're looking at your friends, your brother, your sister. You said, you got the right one. But wait a minute, something went wrong. Something was strange. And this goes out to Pastor Watts. Yeah, I heard what you said. And people don't understand the words, I guess, that be coming out your mouth. But you know what? It took me a while when God started working inside of my heart, and He began to transform me, and then I started to figure it out. When you talk about hickory, dickory, dock, the mouse went up the clock, and the three blind mice, and the three little pigs, and the Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, back again and again. So I'm going to break it down, because some of the people don't understand that at all, and God is not working in the inside. They say with their mouth, but they really don't understand. So I'm going to transform that message to God's unchanging hand. So check this out. The three blind mice. Check this out. The blind can't lead the blind no matter what goes on. If you're teaching or preaching the wrong thing, how are we going to bring the word of God if we're getting taught wrong? And that's how I think of this. How you going to get me out of a situation if you're going through the same thing? You can't get me out of a situation until God had changed the things in your life, and He changed, and then He can change me. And then you can just talk about it the whole time and how God bless you out of the predicament. But why at the same time you have the same problem I have? You can't help me out. So the three blind mice, people blind leading the blind. And if I follow you, I mean fall down. I mean end up in the hell, straight going down in the crown. But I don't got time for that. But hickory dickory dock, the mouse went up the clock. You know, some of us like to play parts. We just running in the church trying to do everything that we can possibly can, so we can get a name for something. Said, excuse me, here I am. But then God came to me about this Humpty Dumpty set on the wall, because a lot of us trying to do what the pastors and ministers do, but God ain't blessed us like that, not at all. And we got to stay focused in the word, because some of us say, you know what, I'm going to go back on the side to the club and stuff, and I want to give, and I'm going to try to get some saved people there. But what I don't understand is that, you know what, it's like Humpty Dumpty. You get stuck right there and you fall down, and then you crack all over because you thought you were strong, but you was fronting the whole time. You wasn't strong in the word of God at all. So when they try to put you together, you couldn't get back up. You was all in pieces because you didn't have your shield or your breastplate or your sword on, so you was down in pieces. Now here we go. Now here goes the spiritual intervention right here. Now here go the three little pigs. Now it's like you and your friends or whoever you roll with. You come to church and say, you know what, I'm going to church because that person's going to church. So what's up? You walking in there all pretty up and all suited up, talking about, yeah, I came to rep God, looking for a boyfriend or a girlfriend or someone to chill with, or somebody to the point where you can gossip and just talk with. But hold up. Minister Watts, I heard what you said. The three little pigs. Yeah, hold up, press rewind, because here I come back again. Now on the three little pigs thing, you came to church because because the other person followed the other one. But it said in the three little pigs in the this metaphor. I want you to take this in your heart, and this is on purpose. But the first little pig built his house of straw. It wasn't strong at all because he wasn't rooted up in the word. So when the devil came around, the wolf, when he came around, when he huffed and he puffed, he didn't have to blow too hard because it just went right down. Because his house wasn't on solid ground. It was just sitting there on sand. And it just withered away as the wind came down. Boom, and then boom. And then the little pig just split. So the other church person ran to the other church person because he figured that they were stronger. So when the enemy, when the wolf got to the next house made of wood, yeah, it held a little bit stronger. And then he built his house. It was stuck on some dirt. But what's the problem? He wasn't deep down, way down in the dirt. It was just on the surface because he wasn't in the Word of God. He was getting into it. He was following the other ones, but he is starting to feel God a little bit inside, but he didn't give his everything. So when he came back around, when the enemy came back around to blow that, it just blew away everything. So now here we go. We're back at the standstill now. So now what you gonna do with these two church folks? Now they're at the third pig's house. They're at the other sanctified person that was truly rooted up in the Word of God. And when God found him, his house was built on solid rock, on solid ground. He was rooted deep down in the God, in the Word of God, and people think that he was playing around, but he gave God all of him. All the trials and tribulations he was going through with his wife, his kids, God was blessing him. He gave God all of him. He wasn't fronting. He wasn't doing anything for any title or for any purpose. He was trying to do what the Word of God say. Obedience is better than sacrifice. But yeah, y'all want to hear that anyway. Yeah. But so the wolf came back around. The enemy. When he tried to blow down his house that made out of bricks, he couldn't get in at all. You can see it. Not over here, enemy, because he stayed fast. He stayed fasting and praying, root up in the Word of God. And they was looking around and said, "Oh my God, this house is about to go down." Nah, he had a barricade there. Matter of fact, no matter what situation you go, devil, you can't come in here. And that's where I get all these metaphors. And Pastor Watts keep going on because I hear the words, and God is touching me, and I said, Lord, you just touch me all over again. And then I remember about little boy, please go blow your horn. And then I just start to think and meditate this in the spiritual sense, and I said, you know what? Yes, Lord. And said, it came to me that a lot of people are going around just making noise around the church, just to stir things up around. Matter of fact, and then it begin to hurt, and they just walking around and skipping from church to church, and they're trying to find God, but if they keep still and contact God right here in their heart and transform their mind, God will bring them through a metamorphosis, and they will go through a transformation. Matter of fact, I need some more of this. Peace. Pastor Watts, keep doing what you're doing. Peace.